All right. Wow. What's up, everybody?
I didn't get to sit down.
No, we do.
Don't we
you want
both
to sit down?
Yeah.
There we go. What's up, everybody?
Hey, everybody.
We are back after a week off.
It was great.
It was great. What did you do?
I gardened.
You gardened.
I mulched.
So you played Stardew Valley.
No.
Is that what you're saying?
No, I played Tend.
You played Tend. Oh, nice. While your wife gardened.
Oh,
You're like,
yeah.
No. You do really garden?
I did. I
wow.
planted three new plants. They're very pretty. If you want to look them up, it is the oh dear, it's a hydrangea, but I can't remember the name. So just imagine a really pretty hydrangea for me.
Okay.
Fairy Trail Bride. That's the name of it. Fairy Trail Bride.
Wow. You could be making that up and I would have no idea.
Yep.
What did I do? Thanks for asking.
Ask,
what did I do? I played some Expedition 33, and I got far enough.
It's very French.
To bail on it because it got hard, and then I was like, oh, you know what?
You weren't good at countering?
I guess, although it feels really good when you get a good counter in that. Yeah. But I was working. I like to work on video games in my spare time. I like to take breaks from my job making games to make games. It's great. I'm doing great. But yeah, no. So the last time you heard from us, there were tariffs.
Yep, there still are.
There still are. Small update on that. There's a 90-day pause. 30%, which is better.
It's like 110% less
than what it was. It's still not as good as when there were no tariffs, though.
Yeah, there were no tariffs like 4 months ago.
So we are moving ahead with Brink.
Yep.
So we're moving ahead with that. Tend, we're still producing, so we still have some time to make some decisions there. Yep. And then Scales of Fate is far enough away that we'll cross that bridge when we get there. But we are moving ahead with Brink. Do we have an updated timeline, or is that still TBD?
The most recent update shared a timeline.
Go look at that.
So you can go look at that.
There's lots of dates in our brains.
Yeah, so I don't want to say the wrong thing.
Yeah.
But the big news is that Brink for United States was going to be held in China, and now we are not. We are releasing it. And so it got booked this week. Now, something that happens when a bunch of people hold things in China and then everybody tries to rush to get it out at the same time is that freight bookings get really complex. So what that means is we're likely to have people all competing for the same spot on a boat. And even though we've been told, yes, you're getting on a boat, occasionally someone will say, hey, I'm gonna pay more money for that spot. And we don't even know about it. And things get bumped around and a lot of really awesome stuff, and by awesome, I hope you heard sarcasm, happens. And so, we're not entirely sure what the timelines will be exactly. Even though it's booked, it might get pushed. And also tends to get a lot more expensive. So it's going to be an interesting time as everyone rushes to import things to the United States in this 90-day window.
And shout out to Kirk. We heard on Monday that it was down, and then we're like, we better book this freight. And he worked very, very hard to get that done. So way to go, Kirk.
Good job, Kirk.
He worked a very long time. He's working so hard to get you your games, people.
Yeah, when you get your game, you say thanks, Kirk.
Thanks, Kirk. You tell him in this video, say thanks, Kirk. Kirk's working so hard.
What else are we doing, Zach?
What else are we doing? So much. You go.
I'm really excited that you had a breakthrough on a game you're working on.
Oh, that's true. That's true. So
you want to talk about it?
I guess.
Can we talk about it without talking about it?
Yeah. This week is half my time is working on our end of year game.
Yep.
And then the other half of my time is working on promo stuff for our summer launch. So we'll talk about the end of the year thing. We don't have a name for it yet, but we are in the middle of art. So I'm working with a fantastic Australian illustrator. His name's Glenn Thomas. We used to work together. We've worked on many commercials together over the years.
Fun fact, if you've ever seen the Moonrakers hoodie or t-shirt, Glenn illustrated that.
Yeah, he also did he illustrated the crew on Shard as well on Moonrakers. This game's gonna look nothing like that though. But I'm very excited. It's gonna be very cool. It is a cooperative deck builder.
Ta-da!
So very much inspired by Luminor. If you played that with Moonrakers, we're trying to take
But
that.
no digital.
No digital. It's just like full cooperative. So we've been working a lot on that, and it is tough out here, folks. It's really not. I get to make games. That's not tough. But I'm just saying, as far as making prototypes go, there are so many cards, and so like every time we're like, you know what, we should make this change. I just have to go remake like 100 cards or whatever. Yeah. So it's just a lot of making the same cards over and over again, slightly differently.
I had an idea that I thought was excellent. We tried it.
I remade all the cards.
And Zach spent like 5 hours making cards for
I thought
that
it was
idea.
a good idea too. But
it wasn't a good idea.
What was the idea?
It was you would create new branches, and it was graft. So you know how graft was like stopping you from playing certain colored cards?
Yeah.
You would stop yourself from playing orange cards when you played a blue card, but then you could like make a new branch. It didn't really work. Because you were more playing the optimization game than you were caring about the cards that you were playing.
Yep.
And I actually missed the playtest for that, and so I like joined for the last 5 minutes of playtest. I was like, "How'd it go, guys?" And Max and Zach were just staring at me like, "You're kidding me, right? This is terrible."
We were already like on to pitching like other ideas. It was really fun. I think there is a world where there is graft, which graft is you're playing a bunch of cards in a row, and then as you play cards, you can play less types of cards. I think there is a deck builder
system
version with that, but like it doesn't work with the narrative that we have. It doesn't work with like you want to get a card and be excited about what it does, not just like playing it. So I think there's something there. We'll tuck that away.
Tuck it away.
That'll come back. But anyway, so we've gotten through kind of like call them like game dev cycles. So I've gotten through two this week, maybe the third tomorrow, which would be great on that. And then Realm of Reckoning, June.
Good.
June 24th.
Wow.
Yeah.
I'm always so proud of you for
June
getting dates.
24th. And exclusive for you all. I decided right now that I'm sharing this with you.
Wow. Check
out this box art. I was going to show the box, but then I changed my mind halfway through that. I'm just going to show the art.
Okay, cool.
But it's very exciting. We're going to get our very first in-person prototype.
This week, I think.
Maybe tomorrow.
Maybe
this weekend, maybe Monday. So that is very exciting. We'll have that. That is also being sent out to 80 of the influencers that have bribed Austin personally the most amount of money. That's not true.
You're going to see me driving a very nice Lexus very soon from all of the bribe money I got. Hey, I have some news.
Oh, you do?
I came up with a rondel idea that Zach and Max didn't just dismiss out of hand.
As we
which
are
is
to
a
do.
huge win for me. And so I finally have a rondel idea that I can move forward with because it doesn't suck, I think.
Yeah.
We haven't played it yet. So.
We haven't played it yet, so it's a big if. I'm surprised he's telling you about it because
I'm just really excited about rondels, okay?
He is very excited about rondels. Honestly, and I pitched him a version of his rondel game that had a bag building element.
Which would have been ideal.
That's what Austin dreams about every single night.
Yeah.
He's just like rooting his hand in a bag and putting something on a rondel, and he is in his happy place.
Yep.
That's all the man wants, and we can't give it to him.
No.
Not because we're not trying.
Yeah.
It's because
I'm bad at designing.
No, it's not that.
But anyway, I am excited because we joke a lot about rondels on this vlog, whatever it is.
In this life.
I made a rondel expansion for Failed Fate. That got taken out. Made a rondel expansion for Fractured Sky. That got taken out. What else have I done rondels for?
I don't know. There was one time, though, that Austin pitched us an idea, and it was a whole game, and then it had a rondel, and he was set to go on vacation on Monday. And then Max and I had a meeting on Friday, just after we talked to Austin. And by the time that meeting was over, rondel was gone. Like, we were just like, I don't see it. And he hadn't even left for vacation yet. And we're just like, you know what we're going to do? We'll tell him we killed it, like, at the end of the week while he was gone.
Yeah, no, they didn't want to ruin my trip to France. What game was that?
I don't even know. It's hard, man. It's just
hard.
Like,
it all runs together.
Yeah. So what's your favorite rondel game? Put that in the comments below.
Thanks, Kirk. And my favorite rondel game is...
But anyways, so the what do we? We gotta shoot some graft and
how to play videos.
How to play videos for graft and Time to Panic, which is right here. Once again, if you didn't watch our last week's video, you should go do that. We talked a lot about the tariffs.
2 weeks ago.
2 weeks ago, we're doing great over here. 2 weeks ago, go look at that. You can pre-order Time to Panic and Graft to be picked up at Gen Con
Or shipped right after.
Or shipped later this year. So keep an eye out for those. They're very fun, small box games.
Yep.
And then I am really looking forward to start talking about Realm of Reckoning. It is my favorite game that we've yet made.
I know we say that every time.
It's because I think. Now you tell me if you think I'm wrong here, but I think as you make things, you get better at making them as you go. I would hope. I hope we're not getting worse.
Yeah, that's.
But then when we make a game, I'm just like, this is my favorite one we've made so far. True. And I actually feel this about music, and this is my hottest take. I think that in general, an artist's most recent record is generally their best record.
You're gonna get so much flack.
I know. It's probably. This is not an opinion other people share.
Yeah. I go down that rabbit hole. I'm not going to. I'm going to be at UKGE. That's the last week in May, first little bit of June. And so we're going to have a small booth there. It won't be our normal wood, very nice booth. It'll just be me and Dane and some backdrops. But if you like me and Dane and you want to hang out, we'd love to play. I will have Realm of Reckoning there. So that is something that will be happening, theoretically, for you to check out. It'll be a prototype of it, but it'll be nice. So, yeah.
I was gonna go to UKG, and then I bailed.
I mean, it just happened to be the only week you get childcare for your vacation. So
my wife and I
forgive you.
We're going to Mexico without our children. We love our children, but we're going to Mexico without them, and it's gonna be wonderful. Very excited.
Nice.
And then I don't even know what else. Is there anything else we should talk about?
I don't know. Probably not.
Give us some questions for a mailbag for next week.
Yep.
Because we're going to do one next week.
We're doing a mailbag next week.
And yeah, thanks for being here, everybody. And watch out for some Realm Reckoning stuff.
Yeah.
Coming in hot.
See ya.
Peace.